That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. On the carry, McGee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Ravens at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. So I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Again, they'll run. This is McGee. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's McGee. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here, look at this. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On second down, here's Lance.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Let's go. Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
David Ojabo running in to take him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took it nice.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Okay, right? Set.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wondered, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down. And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try to run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Striker, 3-3.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
From the gun, it's Lance. And complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. Burst by him near the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Lance going to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson now. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Jackson on 1st down.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
43 yards.
and the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Snap, red. Ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hut.
On play action, Lance. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
23-yard attempt.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker to kick off
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Throwing now is Lance.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Moore on the return. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready?
Lance now on 1st down.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And some room to run now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Cut, cut.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Powers through him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Chubb again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out.
And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Browns 7. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Returning it is Moore. Oh, what a move. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 McGee. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Second and 12. In motion left, Bateman. Now an option play on second down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On the set.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Okay,
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now Lance.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Lance looking to throw it.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stepped.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York to kick off for the Browns.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. This is McGee.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McGee, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run on first down. McGee.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. But I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So the final seconds tick away.